Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. We are coming at you with breaking news today. Just now, just in, you're hearing it here first, folks. The largest CryptoPunk sale has happened. Okay, the largest CryptoPunk sale before this one, by the way, just for some context, was 4.2 thousand ETH. That's $7.5 million. The largest CryptoPunk sale just happened today for 124,000 Ethereum, which is over $500 million. We have no idea what happened. Actually, I do have a little, somebody wrote a description of what happened. They said, Punk A was put up to sale by contract A. The punk was put up to sale by contract A. Contract B takes out a massive flash loan to buy Punk from contract A. When contract A receives ETH from B, it immediately sent all of it back to B. Contract B then uses the ETH to repay their flash loan. What do we get from that, Michael? What does that mean to us?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm just reading about it. I don't know what the advantage of doing that is. I'm sure there's some kind of financial something going on.
Well, not from what we can see, it doesn't look like it, right? Because it's like, well, how does this make sense? But I'm sure there's some sort of some sort of something going on. Besides, people are saying, oh, it's just a publicity stunt. Like, a $500 million publicity stunt. I mean, I guess, but I don't know if I believe that. I'm not so sure about that.
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it's legit. I mean, how can it be?
Something's going on.
Yeah, it would literally be the largest sale in all of art history if it was correct.
Oh, in all of
art history.
Well, okay, what do you mean correct? Technically, it's a sale.
Well,
that happened,
it happened.
So.
Yeah, it's a sale that happened.
Oh, it is the largest sale in NFT history. Right?
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to see how that plays out. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's the largest on-chain sale activity, for sure. Anybody. I mean, if they could do it for $500 million, they could do it for $2 billion if they're not losing any money.
Yeah.
They paid $800 in gas to make it all happen.
Right. Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, and there'll be news stories all about it. You know what? I mean, it's not going to be a bad thing for the space, but I don't know.
Right. I don't know, because then, people are like money laundering and, it's not really a good look for the space necessarily, but it definitely brings awareness to the space. So I don't know, maybe any publicity is good publicity, right? That's what they say.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to, there actually were lots of really large punk sales this week. There were 4 hoodies that sold for over $1.5 million. And like, that's legit, Nice. Like that you look at and you say, bullish on punks kind of thing. Mm-hmm. They were all hoodies, all the top of them, all the ones at the top there. Wow. This one, it's exciting to see. It's like Farouk's doing a Twitter space right now. It's going to be a talking point. We led the podcast with it, obviously. It feels a little, I don't know, until I hear more about it, feels a little anticlimactic to me. Like, what's going on? What are they trying to do?
Yeah, it's just like, what's happening here?
Yeah. We'll figure it out though. Well, that'll be interesting to,
we'll figure it out.
It's something leading up to NYC, that'll be the talk. And
true.
Because if you remember when Beeple sold his for 69 million, like that was huge for the space. And that was obviously somebody legitimately bought it.
Right. And then, obviously there's people that had, their doubts and such, but that was that. When was that? That was earlier this year, wasn't it?
That was like late February, maybe early March. It might have been early March. That was literally like 2 weeks after I got into NFTs.
Oh, really?
That happened. Yep.
What got you into NFTs again?
Gary V.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
he put out a video, and it was like, I'm doing these NFTs and it's supply and demand, and I feel like he's like, I feel like I was built for it, and I'm going to be doing it the rest of my life. Literally, when that video ended, I just started Googling what NFTs were. I found Top Shot. About a week later, Andy and I's friend found VV. We got into VV, Ethereum. Next thing you know, VFriends, Bored Apes, and the rest is history.
Wow, that's so awesome. Yeah. Gary V, and he had been talking about, I remember he's like, kind of been talking about NFTs before he launched his project, which is obviously how you found out, but it was like he was preparing the people for his project in advance and telling people to set up a wallet and all that. So Gary Vee's done some really awesome things for the space. Really, he has. Really great to see, especially with, a lot of which we talk about, the cash grabs and stuff. People just kind of coming in just to drop their project and leave. Like, it's nice to see people like Gary Vee actually, showing their passion for, the NFT space. And really, it's just feeling genuine. Like, okay, he really loves this community. And that's awesome to see.
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, after the punk sale.
The punk sale. It was fun reading about it. And I saw the news stories coming up. I was actually starting to study for this episode. And that was one of the first news stories I started reading about it. I was they're going to start calling it a wash trade or whatever. One of those. Yeah. It's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be considered a legit trade as it moves forward.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. I don't think so, but you never know. We'll see how that plays out. So this is the last episode before we go to New York. We're going to get to meet in real life for the first time and meet all these people we've been hanging out with and like meeting, like getting to know and becoming friends with, on Twitter and Clubhouse and everywhere else.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We got to meet human versions of these personas online.
I know. It's going to be the largest gathering of NFT people that has ever happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Up to this point. I mean, by far, probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna be awesome. And NFT.NYC, they've been doing this for 3 years, and I'm so curious. I bet the last 2 years were just, they had 500. I
think they had 500 people last year.
500,
something like that. Because when I signed up for this back in May, like they didn't know what they had even then. It was like a little thing. They've had to expand now. They've added other venues. They've added space. They've added tickets. Very excited for the whole week. It's kicking off Monday. It's probably kicking off on Halloween. That's when Ape Fest is.
Yeah, I'm flying into New York tomorrow, actually.
Oh, really? Good
which
for you.
Is Friday for anyone listening. But and then I'm going to be there for a whole week. I'll be there Friday to Friday. So I'm ready.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Monday to Saturday. So I'm for 5 nights.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't wait. Andy's going. So we're going to be hanging and doing the New York stuff and heck yeah. So that's going to be a blast. Next up, another piece of big news. Did you see that Disney was announced for Vivi? Vivi and Disney announced their partnership finally.
Oh, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah. So I mean, that's going to be Star Wars and The Simpsons, and Frozen and all the Pixar stuff. It's like unlimited content for them now because everybody knew it was coming when they announced Marvel. Marvel, I think, was the beginning of August or September, and they spent the whole month doing Marvel stuff. They've still been doing a ton of Marvel stuff. All the comic books, like Vivi's really blowing up. Like you can't even buy on there anymore. Things they sells out instantly. Every single thing they put on sale. It could be 20,000, 30,000, whatever it is.
And people just want to be a part of. They want to have something on Vivi.
It's all making money. It's like it's all going up. So like, people are coming in droves. The community's blowing up. It's ultra successful.
Jeez, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah. That's great for Vivi.
Yeah. But the Disney thing, like, and hopefully the Omi keeps going. Omi's as high as it's been in 6 months and all that stuff. That's their token.
Their token.
Yeah. So that's really exciting for Vivi. I'm looking for the Homer Simpson. That's going to be my one that I want.
Nice.
Yep.
Homer Simpson. Let's go.
Yeah, that'll be coming. It's all going to come. They're just going to. I mean, they have so much content now. It's exciting for the VV fans. I know a lot of people that listen are VV fans that I've known for a long time. So, yeah.
Shout out to our VV listeners.
Yeah. Speaking of shout out to listeners, you posted a nice post this morning when we had our 20,000 downloads, and the responses were incredible. Made me feel so good. All the people like saying all those nice things about our podcast, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about the numbers. It's about like making an impact, but it's also really cool to see visually that like there have been 20,000 downloads on our podcast, and we've been doing this for almost 3 months. I think I tweeted saying 2 months by accident, but yeah. And, some people were like, honestly, I'm not surprised. Like, you guys, like, I love your podcast. Wish you came out with it more often, but it's great. It's awesome to hear, that people are really enjoying the podcast. So that, it's very rewarding having people message us about it and such.
Yeah, I get a lot of messages, and I really loved reading those responses today. That felt really good. That was nice. Yeah, you get a lot more engagement on your tweets than I do. So if I tweet about it, I get like 2 responses. You get like 30.
Oh, also on the last episode, I thought this was so cool. So you know how I was like, oh, I bought my first Solana NFT and it was the Bone World. And I was like, my sister made me buy it because she's like, oh my God, you should buy the Bone World. And so I bought one because of her. And then they tweeted about it and they were like so excited. And then I just like replied, I was like, oh, like, I'm happy to, have this be my first Solana NFT. And then like, I think they just had like their whole community just like reply to me or something, because everyone was like, welcome. And they're like, sharing their Bone World NFT. And I was like, whoa, like it was cool. I was like overwhelmed with like love basically. And I was just this is awesome. I feel special. So thank you. Shout out to Bone World again for that. That was cool. Very welcoming. So yeah.
Yeah, love it. And, what else is going on this week? Candy.com finally released their first baseball card drops. It's kind of a mix of, I guess, a mix of Top Shot and I don't know what else.
The MLB, But I heard that didn't go very well. I heard that like people were like, honestly, this makes me grateful for Top Shot. Like after they went through the whole job. I was considered an early adopter, so I was able to get in before the mess of the waiting room and no packs to be had. They actually changed their limit to 1 for the second round of drops. So the first round was called it was the All-Stars. It was like all 81 All-Stars were in the packs, and you were able to buy up to 10 during the pre-sale. So when the on-sale came, they just literally were sold out. Today was called Uncut Diamonds, which is every team's top prospect they have in the packs. You're only able to buy 1. Even when the public happened, I wasn't able to buy more. So just 1 per wallet in that case. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
I didn't open them up. I'm leaving them closed for now.
Oh, what's the strategy behind that?
I'm hoping they're like the original Top Shot packs, like in a year or 2 that like, you know what I mean? Imagine having some unopened Top Shot packs from those original runs. Like, that
what, like series 1 or something?
Yeah, like the original, like the first ever Top Shot pack.
Well, so when they first came out with packs on NBA Top Shot, you actually couldn't save them. You actually had to open them. Like it made you open them. So like there's I think like there's no like cosmic packs or like hollow legendary S1s. Like the very first ones, like you couldn't keep. But then like you could start to keep them. And so yeah, like, I mean, I have 2 S1, I have like 40 plus S2 packs saved, but I have like 2 S1 packs saved.
Wow.
And they're rookie debut rare packs. And I'm like, ooh, I'm keeping these. And they're so pretty, like this pretty pink color of the packaging. And I just like looking at them, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to leave packs unopened, but it's kind of smart because people, if it gets really good, people will speculate what's in there. If there's some one of ones that haven't been revealed yet, people might raise the value of it. But I'm not in a rush to open them. I'm gonna leave them shut. And the marketplace hasn't opened yet, so my guess is you'll actually be able to sell packs, but I don't know. Because Top Shot, you can't sell your packs.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yep.
They still haven't added that ability. But yeah, for like the packs, like you can know all of the different moments that you could potentially get, but you don't know what specifically is in each pack. So it's, it's basically just like a probability thing, it's just a gamble. But it's definitely, I think, more of like, I've said this before. It's honestly I think it's more lucrative to just open a pack right away and sell the contents immediately and then use those profits to be able to buy more packs and stuff like that. But I think if you're a little bit more like seasoned or you just kind of don't care as much, like, I don't know, you're not trying to make quick money. You're just like, well, let me just test this out. Then, I think saving packs is kind of a cool thing to try out, but it is kind of like you literally have to wait for years. So it's like,
I know.
Even then, like it could just be worth it, more worth it to just open immediately. But I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I might as well just try it out and see.
Yeah, a lot of times I do. Top Shot, I always open mine. I'm just like, I want to see what I got. I never got anything good in the pack.
Oh my god! I actually opened a pack. Oh my god! I actually opened a pack today. I forgot. I've been saving all my packs for the past several months, but today you could buy this. It was I think it's called Archive Pack. It was like a common archive pack. And there are moments from like 2005, 2006, and if you're in the priority queue, because they have like priority in general, then you could buy up to 3. And so someone's like, "Hey, since you're able to buy 3, why don't you just open 1?" And I'm like, okay, you know what? That's a good idea. And I actually got a Tim Duncan, like a 3-digit serial.
Oh, wow. Nice. That's what's up. I was
pumped about. Yeah. So it was worth it.
That Iverson I've been eyeing up is down to like 0.42.
Oh, wait, what was it? So didn't you originally
it was 0.5. And then that's when I asked you and I was like, you think I should wait? And it went up to, and then after that, it went up to like 0.65 or 0.7. I was like, Jennifer has no idea what she's talking about.
Because you were 0.5. You're like, should I buy it now or wait? I was like, you should probably wait. And then you were like, okay. And then the price goes up and you're like, are you kidding me? And she told me to wait. And this is what happens. But then the price went down. Hey.
The price went down. So I'm going to keep buying it. I might snag it very soon. I want it because I want that. I want to show it off to some of my 76ers friends.
Nice.
That was my heyday. I went to so many games. Funny story about going to games and seeing Iverson. I knew one of the ticket takers at the First Union Center and at the Spectrum. I could literally hold a ticket from an old event, walk up to the ticket booth, and go in with a friend to any event at the First Union Center. It was amazing. And then I got really good at like sneaking into good seats. I went to the NBA Finals. I went to game 1 of the game 3 of the NBA Finals in 2001. Oh, Robert Horry ripped our heart out. I'll never forget it.
Dang, I love that finessing your way. I love it.
Yeah. For years I had that get in. That was pretty awesome.
Damn. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to the Knicks game in New York? Like, I think it's on like Monday or something.
It's on Monday. I'm considering it. And the only reason that would hold me back is I think it's the same time as the VIP dinner for the conference, which I don't know what exactly that's going to be like, but I'm a speaker there. So like you get to go to, but there's gonna be like 500 people at it. So it's not going to be like, I don't know.
Do you know the time you're speaking yet or no?
Yes, I finally do.
Oh my God. Thank God.
Yeah. So it is a really prime spot, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday.
What the?
Yeah.
8:30 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hungover that day.
I know. It's at Town Hall. It's at the Town Hall music venue, which I actually used to buy tickets to when I was a ticket broker. We used to buy at Town Hall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
okay, so if you guys are listening in and you're going to NFT.NYC and you feel like waking up early, 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday in the Town Hall music venue. You can hear Michael and you can meet him after his speech as well.
Yes, you can. The panel is with nobody that I know, and it's going to be about alternate blockchains. So so I'm going to talk about Vivi. I'll talk about Top Shot. I don't know. I'm going to talk about Vivi. It's like that's what I know the most about, and that's on an alternate blockchain. So
there we go. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Alternate blockchains.
Yeah. So it is what it is. I figured they were gonna. They don't know who I am. They put me wherever they can squeeze me in.
Well, like you said, there's 500 speakers.
I know it's a little
kind
bit
of
absurd.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. I'm excited though. It'll be a fun little thing, and I'm really excited just to meet everybody that we've become friends with over. That's my favorite part about this and all those different parties. Like it's overwhelming the amount of parties when you look at the schedule.
It's literally so overwhelming. My sister put together actually me and her sat down. We looked at the list of like all the different, parties going on, which, for Evaluate Market, our writer, Corporate Trash, wrote out a whole list, compiled the whole list of all the parties. There's also a whole events section on NFT.NYC. But we just like wrote out a whole itinerary for what we're going to do every single day while we're there. And then we like put it into a Google Doc and everything. And so we're like, okay, now we're prepared. At least we feel like we have the schedule down of what we're going to do. Because it's definitely overwhelming. Like you said, it's definitely like, oh my God, there's like so much happening. There's so many, we're about to, have so many new experiences, meet so many new people. I feel like it's going to be cool. Very life-changing.
It's gonna be something.
I'm calling it now
for sure.
It'll be life-changing.
Life-changing. I like it.
Yes.
I don't disagree. I think there's going to be lots of connections made, lots of ideas built from it. There's going to be NFTs to be had that people are giving out that are going to be valuable at different things.
POAPs or something?
Yeah. Well, POAPs you can't really trade, right?
So if you mint it on ETH, you have to pay a gas fee, but you can basically get your POAP on OpenSea if you wanted to.
Okay. I think I've seen that option actually.
It's just not the default.
I've only done a few of them.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's good to know actually. Yeah. No, life changing. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. We talked about doing hopefully 2 episodes or so that week. We'll talk about what our schedules are like and try and figure something out and where to record it and all that stuff. Maybe we'll have a couple guests. We'll talk about that after this episode. A couple people have showed interest in being a guest. So we will.
Oh, you know what I would love to do? I would love to do, if we can, kind of have like, because there's so many people that we're going to meet there. Like I would love to have like, I don't know, like 5 guests on one episode or something, like, I don't know, just have, or
like
maybe
10 minutes at a time.
Yeah. 10 minutes at a time, something like that. But I think that would be so cool.
Let's try and do that for sure. Yeah. We'll try and set that up in the next, few days or whatever. And then get people to be like, hey, this is Gary V and you're listening to the NFT Catcher podcast. Right. Like do that with some people,
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Love it. So what else? Yeah. We're going to do some good stuff. Go ahead.
What else? Oh,
pick something off the list. What do you think?
Well, what just caught my eye? The NFT Anonymous. Remember we talked about his job. We were saying, the Oasis, NFT Anonymous. He's a good friend of both of ours. He is actually rebranding from the Oasis to CAMP, which stands for, what does it stand for again? Create, accelerate, motivate, provide. So there we go. Apparently they got hit with a what is it called?
Yeah, cease and desist. Yes. Yeah, so I guess there's another NFT project that has something to do with the Oasis. And they were like, they didn't even think it was like a legit cease and desist, but they just figured don't start off on that foot and rebrand a little bit. And they're live right now.
Oh, they are.
They went live at 6 p.m. Eastern. Today is October 28th. Yep. Gas is pretty absurd.
Oh, is it? Yeah, maybe later when gas is low. Yeah, gas has been crazy because also we have to shout out ETH here for hitting an all-time high.
That's right. We should have said that. Yeah.
Shout out to ETH.
It tapped 4,400.
Hey, that's so awesome.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna mint some of these later tonight, like late night tonight, when the gas is hopefully under $100.
Yeah, gas has been crazy all day.
It's been crazy. It's been crazy for like a week.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, please.
Do you think ETH will hit 10K this year?
Not this year.
Really? Why? So then when? Next year or what?
I think ETH will hit 10K at some point, possibly next year. But like this year just has 2 months left. If it doubles in the next 2 months, like that would be.
Okay, how about this? I'll bet that it does hit 10K this year, and you'll bet that it doesn't, and we'll see. Maybe we should put an NFT on the line or something.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Let's bet our cool cat.
No. My mom actually listened. I called her yesterday. I was on the phone with her and she was like, I was telling her about my podcast and she hadn't listened to it yet, even though she said she would. And so then she's like, okay, let me listen to an episode right now. Which one should I listen to? And I was like, whichever one you want, like the most recent if you want. And then she was scrolling through and she saw the good, the bad, and the 200 or 25,000 cool cat sale. She was like, what's this? I was like, oh, listen to that. That's where Michael buys one live, like during the podcast. And then she listened to it. And then I guess she found out her birthday gift, which is an NFT that I bought for her. And I was like, damn it. I'm so
Wrong
bad
episode.
at keeping secrets. Yeah, she wasn't supposed to listen to that one.
That's funny.
But it's all good.
Yeah. I think I'm going to win Tyler's CryptoPunk.
Oh, you know what? That's funny because I think I'm going to win that. Actually, it's fine. You can win the CryptoPunk. Yeah. I'll win the ape.
Nah, well, either way, one or the other would be. If either one of us wins that CryptoPunk, that would be wild.
Okay, but now that we said it, if either one of us wins, people are going to think it's rigged.
Yeah. So, not rigged. Not rigged.
Okay, I swear.
Yep. Maybe it'll sell for $500 million.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no, it has to sell for 600 million. So it could be another
to break the record. Yep.
Yes, break the record.
Yeah, he's giving away amazing. I mean, the prizes he's giving away is ridiculous. He's giving away his CryptoPunk, but he's also giving away a Kennel Club dog, a mutant, a Pixel Vault Founders token, and an actual Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Yeah.
Party hat with rainbow suspenders.
Pretty cool. Speaking of party hat on an ape, shout out to Timus and Steve from the DGen Network for actually starting their own podcast. They're good friends of ours as well, so we wanted to shout them out. It's called Non-Fungible Takes. Ooh, that's clever.
Wow.
That's clever.
Yeah. I'm going to listen tomorrow.
They just had Shamdu on today. So.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. I try and listen to a bunch of the podcasts now. I listen to Matt Medved's The NFT Now, and the
how's that one? I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, it's pretty. He has really good guests on. He had the lady that runs Vayner NFT, and she was on, and that was really interesting. A lot of insight about like major brands and how they're going to integrate into the space. I found that interesting. Was
it Avery something? Or
that could be right, but I forget exactly. I don't remember the name.
Yeah. My sister actually she interviewed that same lady on her Cryptoys on Chain podcast, which by the way, the Cryptoys launched their website. They didn't actually launch any product, but they launched their website.
Yeah.
And they were doing something for early birds. And
I got in on that. I got in.
Yeah. And some other people, they said, they found out through the podcast. So that was like,
oh,
cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
She told me that.
I love
she's
that.
She's like, they said they heard it on your podcast. And I'm like, hey.
Yeah. No, I'm here. I mean, everything I hear about that, I actually mentioned that under, I think, one of her posts, that everything I'm hearing from a lot of different people is like super positive about that project. Yeah. I think it's going to be awesome. They have a really good team. They're doing a lot of cool stuff.
And they announced, I was trying to find the tweet, but they just announced that today I'm incredibly excited and grateful to announce our seed round at On-Chain Studios. And then like a bunch of people like Dapper Labs invested.
Wow.
A16Z, Coin Fund, Sound Ventures. So yeah, super cool.
Yeah, that's going to crush it. I'm glad she's part of that. And that's really awesome.
Yeah. And it's crazy because literally they have like a 22-person team, which I might have said in the last episode. And I'm just like, Jesus, that's like so many people. Yeah. But they're legit. I really feel like they're going to revolutionize, the space. Like I honestly do. I feel like they're kind of, upping the level.
And they're going after kids, right? They're going after young people. Is that?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's like basically like AI toys. And you can like interact with them, and I think like
that's what VV is. You mean AR, augmented reality?
No, these things
AI.
they're going to be smart.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to be like smart.
Oh, that's
smart
not
toys.
what VVs are dumb. VVs are dumb, but they're augmented reality. Oh wow, that's cool. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad I'm in early.
Oh, and I don't even think we wrote this on the notes.
Yeah.
I mean, I just saw this all over Twitter. This is how I know. Otherwise, I wouldn't know this. But Facebook is changing their name to Meta.
Are they actually changing their name? They're changing their name to. I saw people saying that, and I'm like, is that real?
Let's Google it. Is
okay.
Facebook changing?
Yeah, no.
Facebook
Maybe they are. So it's going all in.
It's up. Zuckerberg announced that Facebook will rebrand itself under a new name, Meta.
Wow,
so that's interesting. Now that they changed their name to Meta, I no longer like the word. I no longer like the word. So no, I'm just kidding, but
Beanie actually said, he tweeted out that Zuckerberg doing whatever he's doing feels like an ice pick to the eye of all NFT people.
Yeah, well, because it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like,
hopping on we have this thing going. I understand it. We got this thing going. And he's hopping on the bandwagon, but we're looking for mass adoption, right?
Yeah, but I feel like he's trying to control the metaverse. Like, I feel like he's trying to be the one that like builds the metaverse and controls it, which it's like, I mean, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I hear
that.
But
I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Time will tell.
I can't believe they're changing their name.
I know. Like, what? Like, that's actually pretty like crazy, right?
Yeah,
like, how often does a super huge company change their name? Like, that's not a thing that typically happens. Like, hardly ever.
Yeah, they know what's coming.
Yeah, for sure.
So Wahid's Smileverse, remember I've talked about that? I think it might have even been a month ago. He's been taking his time working on the art. I'm a huge fan of Wahid. He's a 21-year-old guy, came from Afghanistan all by himself when he was 16 years old. And he's grown into a super successful artist, and they're dropping this project with tons of hype. I'm on the pre-sale list, Act 2, thankfully. I'll be able to mint 4 of them.
Damn.
Starting tomorrow.
You're always getting on the whitelist.
Not always. Not always. I missed a bunch of them, but this one, we held a clubhouse room for him, and I was in there really early. So they were nice enough to put me on there, which I'm very grateful for. Trish, I don't know if you know NF Trish.
I don't think I do. Actually,
she's on Twitter. Yeah, she's really a tremendous community manager. She's a community manager for a lot of projects I really like, and we're friends with a lot of the same people. So we kind of met. I met them through her and did a clubhouse room, and she helped me get on the list. Like I think that the art looks amazing. He's like, he did a collaboration. He had some Supreme clothing earlier this year. Like, he's going to be a star in the space. His one-on-ones are selling for huge money. Like, who knows what's going to happen with the project, but I really think it's going to do really, really well.
And they just, I think I just saw yesterday that they sponsored a race car. And
they did. Yep. There was like, they had their symbols all over the race car, all cool. Smiles, and yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah. And I was just thinking when you were saying like, cause you get on a solid amount of whitelist, and it's like, really, it just boils down to kind of, making connections in the space, like being cool with people in the space. And it's like that. I think that's also just one of the most fun parts about being a part of the like NFT community. It's like, it's not like the money or like, having like all the NFTs. It's just like feeling like you're a part of something, and like, there are other people that are, that think the same way as you, like, being cool with like-minded individuals is just like so fun. And I think that's why people are so excited for these in real life events too. Cause it's like, it's one thing to be friends with somebody online, but it's like a whole nother thing to be, cool with them in person. Like, energy is contagious. And, especially in person, it's like, you just feel a different type of energy when you're around other humans.
I agree. The magic word in NFTs, we've said it before, is community. So that's what makes these projects go is community.
For sure.
Yep. So many projects these days, like they mint and then they sell out and then they just go down and down and down. Have you seen that like happening?
Yes. And I honestly haven't done like anything for the last week. Like I didn't buy anything. I didn't sell anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Just been chilling. But yeah, I feel you. A lot of projects, as soon as they sell out nowadays, they've just been just been dropping. And even, projects in general, the floor has just kind of been dropping for a lot of projects.
Yeah, they have the floors are down on even a lot of the major ones. Mm-hmm. Some of it has to do with gas. Like we talked about this last week, when you get a project that gets down to 05, 04, 03, you're spending 100% in gas sometimes. Yeah. And that's prohibitive. You can't sweep the floor you can't sweep the floor in something like that if the gas is so high. A month ago we were $20 gas, $30 gas in the middle of the night. And that hasn't happened in a while. Right.
And that's why I think a lot of people are turning to these alternative blockchains. Ooh, tying into your panel. Like VV and Solana and NBA Top Shot or flow-based projects and
Immutable X, the layer 2. That's starting to get popular. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, it is Ethereum based NFT projects the future, or, is gas just ridiculous? How do we solve this problem? Is this something that's even really solvable? I mean, I don't even know. I'm not really that technically savvy, so I don't really understand, or know what needs to take place for there to not be gas fees or whatever. But obviously gas fees are inevitable for if you're on ETH. But yeah, I've said before, it's like literally the biggest racket I've ever come across in my entire life. Yeah, it's I don't know. But it's just like so normal to us. We're just like, yeah, right. Yeah, no, it's part of the game. Gas, like, right. You can look up. What's the website that tells you how much gas? Like, no. I don't want to tell anybody. No, I don't know. I honestly don't know it. But it's like, isn't it like fuck something? I think it's like gas.wtf, but I don't want to. Nobody go to that website. And right. Oh my God. Someone makes like a don't go to that website and connect without finding out for sure. But I think it's something just like that. Like, I don't want to be the guy that tells people to go there. Speaking of websites like that, though, I have on my list to talk about NFT data sites, because I've been more and more getting into them. I actually signed up for icy.tools, icy.tools. There's Nansen, which I'm considering. What are there's more and more coming out. What is it? Basically, so the one I signed up for, icy.tools, they have a few different sections, but one of them is just like trading volume, and you can look over the last day, the last 6 hours, the last hour, the last 30 minutes, the last 15 minutes, and see what NFTs are trading. And then you can also, they have a mint section. So you can click on there and you can put it to 15 minutes and see what's minting right now. Like if something's hot that you don't know about. Right. Yep. You can also put people's wallets in that you think do well, and you can get alerted when they're doing stuff. So like if you think wallet watching. Wallet watching. Nothing's hidden in the NFT space. It's all transparent. So like take it, data's king, So I'm trying to get more and more into those and trying to keep my finger on the pulse. Like, I feel bad that I missed like the cryptodes. I didn't do that one. So I'm like, the cryptodes are down kind of a lot. Like, yeah, they are. They're down from their high because they went up to like 15. Yeah. And we even talked about how that was just like, they shot up way too fast. Like, it just wasn't sustainable. I mean, kind of saw it coming, but yeah, cryptodes, my, so I work at Evaluate Market, which is also an NFT analyzer site, but we don't have like all the, projects and everything. We're mostly focused on NBA Top Shot. But one of the co-founders, like he has a cryptode, which he had bought for like, I don't know, maybe like 1 ETH or something. And it's kind of a little bit of a rare one. And he's like, oh my God, I regret not selling at the top when I could have sold for 17 ETH. And now it's like only worth like 7 ETH or something. And I'm like, well, you said you wanted to hold on to it long term, so stop looking at the price. Like, right. It's a 5 ETH. It's a 5 ETH floor at the moment. 5 ETH floor. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I mean, and look at them. They're just
No offense, Gremplin.
I mean, just look at them. Would you look at them? Yeah, I mean, people just like meme stuff. I think it's really just because some of the OGs in the space just kind of like took a liking to them, and
that's what it is. Yep, it's like the cool kids, get into it.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then everyone's like, oh, but I want what like these people have, and then they just get it.
100%. Yeah, but the data sites are really interesting to me. I know there's more and more coming out. I'm going to keep trying to keep my finger on the pulse of that. And, I think you pay like the one I did, it was like 0.05 a month, maybe something like that.
Oh, shoot. It's like a monthly subscription.
Yeah. You can do 1 month or 6 months.
Damn.
I forget the exact number. Might have even been a little bit less, but I forget exactly. But yeah, some of them are free. There's free ones. So you get what you pay for sometimes.
Right.
But we'll see if I get some advantage out of it. I've been trying to keep it up and just seeing what's minting. Like that's kind of the, but even so, like you don't just mint everything that's minting that's hot at the moment. Cause like I said, like I was watching this Ether Monkeys one last week and it minted out. There was 10,000 of them. It went up to like almost 0.2. And right now the floor is 0.001. So like, it's just worthless.
Oh my God. Yeah. Jesus. That was a fast pump and dump.
Yeah, really.
Like in a couple of days. Geez.
It just goes worthless, like quick. Right. But there's obviously huge moves to be made too. It's hard to say, but we talked about this early on that there's so many projects that there's many of them aren't going to make it. What can you do?
Starting to get oversaturated. Well, and some people are. I've seen some, creators of projects or like artists say, okay, well, what can we do during this time to make sure we survive? Like when the gets bloody in the streets, like how do we, continue on? And I think one of the things is really just continuing to build, don't worry about the floor price. That's not your job. Your job as like an artist or as like a creator, of a project is not to keep the floor at a certain price. It's not that let the market decide the price that people are willing to pay to get into your community. But I think your job is to continue to build and to continue to, this is like your passion project, right? Like, you're just adding to it constantly. And I think one thing is there'll be a lot of, project owners that won't feel motivated to continue to build during times, when things are down, because there's not much of incentive because they already, launched their project, got like a ton of money, right? Several million. And then now they're making, peanuts on the secondary for royalties. And it's like, it's not as, enticing to continue to build when you're barely making much, when you can just, try to launch another project or something. So, so it's also like, as a collector, I also am like, proceed with caution, to other collectors, because, we all know that these are human beings behind these projects, and people change their minds all the time. They could, be really into something, and then the next moment they're like, actually, nah. Right. I'm not about this anymore. So, and they can abandon their projects.
Yeah, it's a tough dichotomy there where before the drop, you're right. You make millions of dollars. You make more money than you've ever made in your whole life. And then the hard work begins. If the project's going to be successful, that's, it's the after.
Yeah. And that is when usually there's good opportunities to buy in. If you kind of, you don't mint a project and you kind of wait to see it, and then you're able to, buy in during its hard times, which is what, a lot of the whales and people with more capital will be doing. They'll be picking up these, NFTs that they think will have value down the road for cheap, because other people will, not want to hold during like rough times, and they won't want to deal with, low prices and when they're just used to volatility. And we saw that with, Top Shot as well. It was like the people just left because it wasn't as lucrative anymore, and they weren't actually in it for the long haul, they didn't actually want that NFT. So.
Yeah, there's a bunch of projects. There's a couple that I'm eyeing up. I think I'm never give financial advice, but I think the Pixel Vault Founders token, the fuck render token, I think it's under 3 now. I think that's undervalued. Oni Force is down to 1 ETH. I think it's a little bit over now, but it actually inched under an ETH. That might be undervalued.
Wait, I saw that. I thought they were at like points. I saw someone on Twitter post they were at like 0.7 or something like that.
I didn't see it go down that far, but I'm not saying it didn't. Let me see where it's at right now. 0.82. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it went down again.
Yeah. So
that's, that's something to watch. Like,
and those were up to 5, right? Or
those went up to 7, like just a couple days after they minted.
Right.
So I'm looking at the chart here. If you look at the chart, wow. Yeah. The average price was 8.8 on August 23rd. They minted on August 14th. So a week later, it was up to a 70th floor. It was the highest I saw it. Mm-hmm. And then it just steadily came down and down and down. 0.82. There's going to, who knows? But if I think that they're going to be in it for the long haul, I think that it's going to be a good project. I think.
The Megaverse is at 1 ETH.
The Megaverse, I don't have any. I'm not buying into that either. So I don't know. I don't hear anything from them. What are they doing? I
don't know. I haven't heard anything from them either.
The Megaverse was 8 ETH unrevealed.
Yeah, that was insane. Wasn't that like the highest unrevealed 10 or it's not 10K, but
it's 8888. But yeah, for sure. As far as I know, to our
knowledge.
What's that Tokyo one? Do you know about that one?
Tokyo? No.
Tokyo, Neo Tokyo Identities. That went on sale just a couple. Oh my God. It's just like code. I'm going to sound silly. I don't know what it is. It's a 10 ETH floor. There's only 2,000 of them, but there's 1,900 owners, which is really well done by them. However they did it. It's a 10 ETH floor. It only went on sale like a week ago.
What the heck?
But it's like, if you look at it, it's just like code. It's like
is it one of those loot things?
It reminds me of it.
But it's not word, it's code.
Yeah. It reminds me of it, but 10 ETH floor. Seems legit. Yeah.
I really want to get I keep like I'm watching that's one thing I'm watching. The mutant floor, which right now is 3.69 is the mutant floor.
Somebody swept that today. You see that?
Oh yeah, somebody did sweep it today. That's right. Yeah, I saw that.
Let me see.
I don't have enough capital right now freed up to buy one, but I'm just watching them because I don't know. I kind of feel like they'll go down a little bit more, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like keeping my eyes on them, but I do kind of want to get one. Just to have some exposure.
Somebody bought a lot of them today.
Really?
10, 20,
Jeez.
something. Yeah. Yep.
20, damn.
Yeah. Floor actually looks like it's up a little bit since that. It's 3.7.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So you think it's going to come down a little bit and try and snag one at some point?
Yeah, I think it's going to come down a bit. Yeah.
Yep.
I could see it getting to 3. We'll see.
Yeah. I said there's still more mutants to come because I haven't even created my mutant yet.
Oh.
I still have my serum. Yeah. So like there's still more to be added to the there's 16,400 of them so I guess that means there's 3,600 serums that have not been drank yet.
Yeah, the Cool Cats floor is at a steady 7. It's been kind of chilling there for a little.
Yeah. Yep. But 7 is it's so like I paid 9 for it if you remember, but I mean at 1 ETH, but that's actually right. If I sold it now for 7, I'd be getting more money technically.
Yeah, because you paid if you converted to USD, you paid 25,000 USD.
Right.
But then right now at 7.15 floor, that's 31.4 thousand USD.
Yep.
So Yeah, you're up in USD, but down in ETH. Yeah, it's so interesting. It's just like
I knew I should have sold that at 15. I knew it. I was thinking to myself because it went up to 15 after I bought it. I knew it.
oh my God. I think I was like away because I remember like hearing that the floor went up, but I wasn't, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember getting tempted to sell. So I must have been like away or something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would have been like, oh fuck, should I sell
I
now?
know. I
try to buy it back. Like
I knew I should have, but if you remember on the podcast, I was saying that has vibes of like a 20 to 30 ETH floor. So
yeah. I'm still trying to see like if I could I don't know. So they're coming out with like the eggs or whatever, but I don't even know when that is. But I'm like, I kind of want to see if I can try to sell mine right before and then buy it back. I've said that before, and I don't know though, because it's also kind of nerve-wracking, like, like trying to sell something and then buy it back, like that's worth, five figures. It's like it's kind of, scary. It's like this is something new I've never done before. But
did they do all that October stuff they were talking about with the candy basket?
So they had actually, so they were supposed to do like an airdrop every single week. And then they were supposed to, I think, give away a cool cat every single week for the month of October. But after that first week, they like basically like delayed it. And they're like, we'll still do the total of 4 airdrops this month and the giveaways, but it'll be, it's not going to be like every single week. It'll be like at the end of the month. So I don't know. They're probably on Halloween. They're just like airdrop the rest of the stuff or something. But I guess they did recently. I think it was yesterday. They just airdropped another thing. But I think it showed up in my hidden section because it's on the Polygon network. And now for OpenSea stuff, it's if you get something airdropped to you on the Polygon network, it just kind of like automatically goes into your hidden. You have to like just unhide it. But yeah, I mean,
I like that for most of that garbage. Yeah.
Right, for most of the garbage, but then it's like you have to kind of sort through and see if there's anything that you actually were expecting in the mail, essentially.
Right. I sold that candy basket thing early on for like 0.2.
Oh yeah, you did sell yourself.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't know.
Yeah. I bought one. I got airdropped it. Obviously, everyone who had a cool cat got airdropped it. But then also, I bought one and sent it over to my sister so that she could get the airdrops and maybe she would win a cool cat or something. I don't know. I told her if she wins the cool cat, we can have joint custody. So
that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one more thing I want to talk about, an artist that I'm friends with that I have a lot of respect for, Logic. Do you know Julian Gilliam? You familiar with him?
No.
He's actually the creative director at Google, and he had many months ago, he had a Nifty Gateway drop. He's on Clubhouse all the time, and he runs really great rooms. He's very into helping the communities. He's just helps everybody out. He runs rooms for people and is very, very supportive of everybody that's around and makes friends with everybody. He's based out of Chicago now, and he had a drop called The Plug, and there's 888 of them. And it's kind of interesting. The first thing he did was he had a real life live event where he onboarded a bunch of people and gave them like a first attempt to buy it. So like people at his studio, I think it's called I'm Not Art, is like his studio in Chicago. And he like allowed people from the community to come in and get their first NFTs and buy it. And then it went on sale. It's sold out. There's like a couple different rarities, but the main one, it's going to change over time. So the longer you hold it, it changes. If you hold it for 1 year, it like fills up and then stays full forever. If you sell it, if you sell it before it fills up, it like refreshes back to the original one. So he's like, rewarding you for holding. It's really cool. I think there's gonna be lots to come from it. I think he's gonna use that to springboard into other drops, and like you'll be able to use that. And he's got his own Discord. I'm a big fan of Logic. He's a really good guy. I think that the project has actually fallen victim to what we talked about earlier with a lot of like low project floors are going down. So it was minting at 0.08, and I think the floor is in the 0.05 range. And if gas wasn't so bad, honestly, I'd be buying more of them because I like it for the future. I think Logic is really a good dude. He's a great clubhouse moderator. I'm always happy to be in his rooms, and he's very supportive of everybody. I'm a big fan of it. There's only 888 of them. Like, he's going to figure out a way to add value to that, in my opinion.
Oh my God. When you keep saying Logic, I'm just thinking about the rapper. I'm like,
yeah, I know. Yes,
popping into my head.
Yeah.
That's a cool name though. Logic.
Yeah. Logik is this one. He's
so
Logik.
if the image changes, does that mean it's an ERC 1155 token?
That's a really good question. How would I check that?
Is it on OpenSea?
It's on OpenSea. Yep.
So you can just click on one of them, and then there should be like on the left-hand column, I think it's like some like information details or whatever. And you click on that, and then it should say like which token it is.
But I wanted to give that shout out. Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to Logic. Shout out to Logic.
Yeah.
Not the rapper.
All right. Crypto Slam top 10 for the week.
Let's do it.
CryptoPunk's number 1. I don't think that includes the $500 million sale because the sales are 500 million. So that would be just one of them. And I told you there were 4 hoodie sales for 1.4 million and above. One of them was for 2 million. Number 2 is Axie. So CryptoPunks overtook Axie for the week.
Let's go.
Yeah. Bored Apes number 3. Doodles number 4.
Ooh, Doodles are doing nice.
5 and 6 are those farming tales and Farmers World that on Wax that we talked about last week. There must really be something going on there. Like
2 weeks
huge
in a
amount
row.
of transactions. Yeah. Like people are probably making a lot of money over there. I don't even know what's going on. Art Blocks number 7. CyberCon still crushing it. Number 8. They're still doing their thing. The Kaiju Kings, another pixelated. So 3 out of the top 10 are actually Axie's even pixelated too, isn't it? Axie's a little weird pixelated things.
No, they're not pixelated.
No, it's not. Okay, they're not. Okay. So 3 out of the top 10 are pixelated, and number 10 is good old Top Shot.
Let's go.
So the sales are actually wild. The CryptoPunks 574 million in sales. You know what? Then that might actually. That has to include it.
It has to. Yeah, it has to include.
Because then that's why it popped up. Because Axie's 113 million, and then Bored Apes is 24 million. So it absolutely includes that sale.
Yeah.
Doodles at 18 million. It goes down from there. I actually found this interesting. The blockchain sales volume over 10 days. Ethereum with 806 million, and then Ronin, which is Axie, with 113 million, which is all Axie Infinity. Wow. And Wax is number 3 at 42 million, and then Solana is number 4 at 10 million. So Solana's got 5,600 buyers and 12,000 transactions, and Ethereum had 35,000 buyers and 83,000 transactions.
In the week?
For the week, for 7 days. Yeah.
Wow, only 35,000 like active traders.
Apparently. That's wild, right?
That seems low, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does feel low. And I guess that's why so many projects can't.
And even Solana, succeed. Like only, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I guess
Solana with 5,600. Yeah, it just feels like everybody in the world is in it, like we know, but they're just not.
We're in such a small bubble right now.
I know.
Like, it's
we
just
really
like,
are.
We're just in our little like.
Yeah, we're in our world where like everybody, like everyone's in NFTs, right? Like
in reality, like barely anybody is.
I know. No one even knows.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so crazy.
Flow is 8.8 million. Then you got Polygon 2.2 million, and Polygon's like Zedrun and some other projects like. I'm a fan of the Visitors and Shroom Folk we talked about last week. That dropped the other day. That's Polygon. Panini is number 7. I think they sell NBA. They sell NBA cards, I think. Don't they?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think they have their own blockchain. Yeah, Panini.
Yeah. And then they only have 293 buyers.
Gee, okay.
Yeah.
That is peanuts. Wait, what number are they on the charts?
They're number 7.
They're number 7 and they only have 230.
Yeah.
Wait, is this
now
sales volume? Or what is it sorted by?
It's sorted by sales volume.
Yeah. Of blockchains.
Yeah, but there's some that aren't on there. So like Vivi's on the Go blockchain, and that's not on there.
Oh, okay.
So like that. So I don't know what other ones aren't, but and then you have Binance, BSC, and you have Theta, which I don't even know what Theta is. I never heard of it.
Theta. Oh my God. Theta is it's basically a streaming platform. It's similar to Twitch. And you can earn like the Theta token and stuff. Oh, yeah. My friend Young Content, he streams on Theta actually. And I'm like, why do you stream on Theta? Nobody's on Theta. He's like, this is the future. Like, this is like, and I'm like, okay.
What's he stream on there? What goes on there? Oh, like video games?
Like any, so he'll talk about NFTs, like him and, some of the people in his NFT snipers group. And yeah, I've been on his live stream before. He's a good guy, but yeah, I'm just, so now he streams on both YouTube and Theta, but it was like, he was just streaming on Theta before. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool. I see it. That's what's up.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we wrap this up? Any last minute?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. We're gonna get excited for NFT.NYC. Yes. We hope to see a lot of you up there. Send us a message if you're gonna be there.
DM us on Twitter.
Yeah, send us a DM.
Yeah, I think our Twitters are linked in the description or something. But send us a DM. Like, we would love to meet people listening to our podcast. That'd be awesome. And yeah, we will catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.